Hello everyone, Douglas Waltz, Old Man Comic Book Reviews. We're coming at you with some comic books, as always. We're up to number 5 of the Amazing Spider-Man. The interesting, where we're going back to old school Spider-Man. Zeb Wells is our writer, John Romita Jr. is our penciler, Scott Hanna is the inker. And it's time for Spider-Man to get some revenge on Tombstone by making as big of a mess in the underworld of the city as humanly possible, and it's very funny the way he does it. Black Cat shows up, flirts with him for a minute and leaves, but this is street level Spider-Man. This is the Spider-Man that, you know, all of us old guys grew up on, so we really like old school Spider-Man. Aunt May's in it. It's just a great issue. So our first story arc is over. We'll go on to the next one. This is a great book. I'll keep buying it. Speaking of a great book, you always have to worry after the first issue, is the second issue going to be as good, with Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty. Writers are Jackson Lansing and Colin Kelly. Artist is Carmen Carnero. And Captain America is trying to find out that his shield may have more to it than he thought. And he's got some of his old friends along for the ride, and by old, we're talking old. Like, they're really, really old. Like a century of old. So, some great giant pictures. The artwork. We got the guy that comes to attack Captain America. Just a big old boom. This is like comic books when I was a kid. I'm really liking it. So I'm very excited about it. So we'll continue to buy that. And Peggy Carter shows up, looking pretty good for Peggy Carter. See what that's about next issue. Issue 4 of Ghost Rider. Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider. Benjamin Percy is our writer. Corey Smith is our artist. Apparently, oh, wait a minute, hold on. It said there was an inker. Oren Jr. is the inker. So Corey Smith must be the penciler? I don't know. If you're wondering what the noise is, if you hear it, that's our big dog Manny. Right, Manny? And Johnny Blaze wakes up naked in a toilet in a truck stop. Beats a guy to take his clothes. Ghost Rider goes on revenge things and leaves notes as to why he needs to continue. It's been a while since somebody made Ringmaster in the Circus of Crime creepy. Mission accomplished. I never would have thought Ringmaster as being the creepy type. So this is a great old school horror comic book, and I hope they keep it going for a very long time. So if you haven't started reading it, go get it. Let's see, should we stay with Marvel before we head off to the single DC and the single Independent? Alright, Strange Academy number 18. Scotty Young is the writer. Humberto Ramos is the artist. And the kids have all left the school. They're like, we're not doing this anymore. You got to stop treating us like that. And Doyle, Dormammu's kid, found out he isn't going to be the end-all destroyer that he thought he was. That's somebody else at school. This is the end of the series. It's a terrible ending. They leave it. They say to be continued this summer, which is the bad part. It is summer. I also noticed some of the ads in here are old, so they've been holding the book back for whatever reason, and they're going to give us a brand new Strange Academy number 1. Just make Strange Academy number 19. Stop making a number 1. We don't need another number 1. I remember comic books where issues would go on forever and ever. 3, 4, 5, 600 issues. All right, enough of that rant. Issue 6, Manny again. Monkey Prince. See if I can, and he's fine, by the way, folks. There's nothing wrong with the dog. So, oh, I remember, this one's at the end. Oh, this is the preview for the new Batman, sorry. Here we are. Oh, no glasses for this one, kids. Gene Luen Yang is the writer, Bernard Chang is the artist. I like that it's using their actual written language of their names instead of just the anglicized of their names. I mean, I can't read it or pronounce it, but it's cool that they did it. Because we have it also on the cover, if you hadn't noticed. I don't know what that says either. So, Monkey Prince. His parents work for supervillains. We also get the origin of Monkey Prince, his father, so that's kind of neat. They put a demon inside of a hermit crab and make it into a giant hermit crab. And it attacks the coast, so Aquaman shows up, of course. Apparently this is Aquaman's turn. And there are these cool things called, there's the Dragon Town. It's the neighborhood of Atlantis. It's just dragons that live in the ocean. And they were talking about Monkey Prince's staff, well, Monkey King's staff, and he needs as much staff as possible, so he literally calls it out of this poor dragon's eye because he needs as much staff as possible, and he found out that he can breathe underwater. So, there you go. Good issue. I hope they go past 12, but I know they won't. Our independent is number 3 of Twig. Once again, Scotty Young. I'm assuming Scotty Young doesn't sleep. So, drawn by Kyle Strom. And we have Twig trying to get from point A to point B, and just horrible things happen. Like he steps in a trap, and this big ugly thing that skins little critters is going to skin him and sell him off. And his little buddy has to come and save him, his little yellow friend whose name escapes me at the moment. So it's a good adventure. There's some gorgeous artwork in this. The artist is very well done, but they need the heart of this creature. You're like, oh, this horned beast. It's a hippo with a horn on it. It looks pathetic. I don't know how he's going to kill this poor tiny little thing. So we'll see how that goes next issue with Twig number 4. This is a great fantasy comic book. Got a little universe, everything like that. It's going good. Alright, so back in the day when comic cartoons were good, they used to have a series of cartoons. Brave and the Bold was my favorite. There was a Justice League cartoon. There was a Legion of Superhero cartoon. And then there was a thing called Justice League Unlimited. It ran for a couple of years. And so it's back in the form of a sequel, Justice League Infinity. I waited for the trade. It was easier that way. So Justice League Infinity is the sequel to the cartoon show, Justice League Unlimited. This is Infinity. For our writers, they bring back people who actually worked on the book, which is nice. DeMatteis, my favorite writer. And James Tucker, who also wrote a bunch of stuff for this series and the other series. Ethan Beavers. It always looks like you're watching the cartoon. At no point, even when it's some serious stuff, like the bad guys show up. It's Amazo goes out into space and he needs more. He can't just be Amazo. He wants to be more. And in the process, he is messing up the multiverse. So the entire thing is called the Mirror Cracked. And so the multiverse is where people are swapping positions. We have the Nazi Superman swapping places with, I think his name is Overman, which makes sense. With our Superman, you think people are just going to croak left or right. There's an Amazo. Darkseid's a good guy in this. So figure that one out. And the artwork is gorgeous. It's 7 issues. It reads really, really fast. Oops, sorry. It reads really, really fast. It's not mint anymore. There's a sketchbook at the back. I would like to hear some writer's commentary, but, just take what you can get. That's always a good thing. So, yeah, very, very good. Like I said, my favorite writer, DeMatteis, helped with James Tucker to give us a sequel to the cartoon that we didn't know we needed a sequel for. They even mention sometimes it'll be like episode so-and-so throughout the book. And so it's a great, great sequel to that cartoon. I was amazed that this is a big book. They use the DC print, not the glossy. So $16.99, and I go to Fanfare Comics and Cards, where I have the $5 a year I give them, and they give me 20% off. So I got 20% off on this book. This is a lot of book to get fresh off the shelf for, what would that be? I don't know. I'm not going to do math in front of you. That would just be embarrassing. So those are our books for the week. Stuff like this I recommend getting because it's all there. Beginning, middle, and end of the story. Some great books that came out though. Marvel's been on their A game, except for that little problem I had with them in their first issues that they seem to think everybody wants. We don't want those. Those people who want those, they're just selling them. They're not actually reading the comic books. So until next time, folks, I'll see you next week, and go read a comic book. Have a good day.